This is Dave at TitleSearch.com once again. We're talking about open-ended liens on property. Most liens on a property, whether it's a voluntary lien or an involuntary lien, will have a specified amount of the lien. It'll have a hard-edged number, which is the lien amount. There are a few examples of liens which do not specify an amount, sometimes referred to as open-ended liens. One common type is a child support lien. When the child support enforcement agency of a state records a lien against a property owner who's delinquent on their child support or spousal maintenance, they record a blanket lien for no specified amount, because that amount may be changing every single day as it's in arrears. So there may be a child support lien without an amount. Another example in some cases is a bail bond lien, where a bail bondsman has placed a bond or a guarantee to allow somebody to get out of jail, and some relative or friend or associate of that defendant has put their house up as collateral for that lien, that bail bond. And in that case, the amount also is usually left open-ended in case the bond amount changes or there's other fees associated with it. So those two liens are examples of where a lien may be recorded on a property without an amount. As a person or a company looking to take an interest in that property or wanting to know what the lien amount is, you have to get an estoppel letter from the lien holder to get the amount for certain days, or with a per diem for days into the future, to know what the amount is. With other types of liens, for example a mortgage or tax lien, there's usually a specified amount on the lien, although the amount for that day may be different if the mortgage has been paid down, or if the lien has interest associated with it on a tax lien. It may change a little bit, but at least you have a rough idea of what that lien amount is. For open-ended liens, you have to start from scratch and get the information from the actual entity, and be aware that it can change dramatically in a short period of time if the lien is deeply in arrears. Another example where there's some variation is a line of credit. A line of credit may be open-ended, but only up to the recorded amount. If somebody gets a line of credit or a HELOC on their property, there may be an initial amount of, let's say, $50,000 or $80,000. That line of credit may fluctuate from 0 to 80 depending upon how much they've borrowed against that lien, and that also needs to be determined directly from the lender. It usually can't go above the recorded amount, but that's one of the reasons why, when you're looking at a title or a title search, to look at the actual documents, not just the dollar amount recorded on the title, to see what terms and conditions apply to that particular claim of lien on the property. So open-ended liens on real estate are typically recordings that have no specified amount, and that the amount needs to be determined by the person intending to take ownership of the property or to be responsible for those liens.